Welcome back, everybody, to episode 6 of the Amiibros pod.
6?
6 episodes?
6 weeks, dude. When Oz approached me 6 weeks ago with this crazy idea, I said, dude, this is going to kill the channel.
That's how many Star Wars movies there are.
Cue the fetching intro. All right, fellas. Here we are, another weekend, and we got more games, baby. We got some more fetching games.
Ooh, this is my favorite time.
I'm gonna start us off. With some Letterboxd reviews. Guess the Letterboxd review. All right, guys. Guess the Letterboxd. Oh my gosh. Guess the movie based on the Letterboxd review.
I love these.
So this is why teachers make you take your hat off in school.
Oh, Ratatouille.
It is Ratatouille. Yeah, that was good.
I was going to go dark with it and talk about like some movie about Columbine or whatever.
Oh, no. Horrible no.
Why?
I don't know.
All right. Guess the movie based on this Letterboxd review. Yep, this is where Hollywood peaked.
Transformers Dark Knight.
Nope.
Wait, no, that's not even the name of the movie.
It's not any Transformers movie.
Is it Back to the Future?
Ding, ding, ding. It is Back to the Future.
How did you guess that?
I don't know. I was like, just think of his favorite movie.
Fair enough. All right, Dave. You got a couple?
Yep, I've got a couple. I got a couple letterboxes for you guys.
Oh, I hate these.
You just completely change your tune.
Remember
right.
to say guess the
Nobody-
movie based
no-
off the Letterboxd review.
No, nobody looking at my phone. All right. All right. Guess the movie based off this letterboxed review. It's got 5 stars, and it says Ocean's 11 for furries.
Oh, the bad guys.
No.
Oh,
Ocean's 11 for furries.
the bad guys too.
No. That'd be hilarious.
It really isn't bad guys, huh?
I don't know if you guys have seen this one.
So it is an animated movie, though?
It is an animation of sorts. Not cartoon animation, but it is handmade animation.
Fantastic Mr. Fox or something.
Ding, 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 ding. It is
I've actually never
Fantastic
seen
Mr.
that,
Fox.
believe it or not.
Seriously.
I've never seen Wes Thomas. Is that his name?
Just Wes
Wes
Anderson.
Anderson.
Wes Anderson. I've never seen a Wes Anderson flick.
I stan Fantastic Mr. Fox. Highly recommend it.
I know a lot of people like Wes Anderson. I've just never gotten around to it.
All right, this is the one.
Wait, hot take. I hate Wes Anderson. I'm just kidding. I don't care. All right, go ahead.
Guess the movie based on this letterboxd review. It's 4 stars, and they said, this is, and I don't say this lightly, bananas.
Bananas?
The only thing, and this is a long shot, the only thing that comes to mind is the discreet charm of the bourgeoisie.
What? That's correct.
What the hell?
Wow.
What is this movie?
A 1972 French film.
Where cinema peaked, my boy.
Jay is a French film fan?
French art house. The more we know.
Okay.
All right.
I'm with it, I guess.
Guess the movie based on this letterboxd review. Contains at least 5 of the best performances in film history.
Oppenheimer?
No.
Wait. 5 of the best performances in film history.
Tropic Thunder?
No.
Is it freaking Back to the Future again?
We both picked Back to the Future without.
I was like, wait a minute.
Who? Biff, Marty, Doc, the mom.
Lorraine.
Is that the mom?
Yeah.
Is that
George.
the dad? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty great.
That's a good movie.
That's good.
That's a great movie. That's 2 Back to the Futures, baby.
Yeah. Not scripted.
What
Not
are the
scripted.
odds of that?
I don't know.
Slim to none.
I'm just thinking like 5. Got to be Back to the Future. All right, Jay, you got a game?
I do. Give me that. Give me that.
Oh, I closed out of that tab. My bad.
Why'd you do that?
Because I didn't want to see them.
You just
Huh?
you just go to a different tab.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I thought you printed them.
I was going to, but
We thought it was a special
Forgot.
tab.
Yeah.
all right. Guess the
Can't
movie
look 'cause you
based
just
on the
gotta-
emojis.
Just gotta. Oh,
Okay.
Got a chicken, a pig, and a crab.
Moana.
Well done, my boy. It is in fact Moana. All right.
jeez, bro.
Guess the movie based on the emojis. You got a kid with blonde hair, a frog, and a T-Rex.
Jurassic Park.
Nope.
Jurassic Park 2.
No.
Jurassic Park 3.
Not Jurassic Park at
Jurassic
all.
World.
Jurassic World.
No, it's not Jurassic anything.
Is there a real dinosaur in it?
What do you mean by that?
Like, is this dinosaur alive and walking around?
Yes.
And the kid interacts with this dinosaur?
Yes.
Is it animated?
Yes.
Animated.
Is this the little dinosaur?
Nope. Would you like a hint?
Is it Pixar?
No.
Disney?
Yes.
Disney? Kid Frog? T-Rex? Oh, Meet the Robinsons.
Well done.
Oh, that's
Yep.
good. That
Okay.
is good.
That was it.
Oh, okay.
You said two.
I know. I just saw more on there. I was like, those are the old ones. All right, folks. This week we had the last, no, not last,
Volume 2.
the next 3 episodes of Stranger Things. So we've watched it.
Volume 2.
Volume 2 of season 5. And then this Wednesday we're getting
The
this
last
finale.
Yeah.
So let's just jump into this season 5, volume 2 discussion.
Is there anything good to say? Because I have a lot of bad.
Really?
Wow.
Okay.
We did not watch the same show then. What
Okay.
did,
I'm
before
curious.
we get into this, what did you watch this on?
Netflix,
No, but like, what were you watching it on?
my couch.
With your TV and your sound system and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
No, I just didn't like it.
What didn't you like?
I
By the way, are we doing spoilers?
Yeah, I think anybody that's watched this has seen it.
Yeah, no, it's crazy how this time contrasts with the last one because you said you had it spoiled for you before going into
Right.
the final episode of Volume 1.
I had nothing spoiled this time.
Yeah, I had everything spoiled for me.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was quite pissed. All the memes.
Did that have a big effect on why you didn't like it?
I think so. Just knowing what was revealed at the end kind of just I think the revelation that the upside down is actually just a wormhole was really cool. I thought that was cool. I'm like, okay, so everything we knew about it was different. It's actually walled off. And cuz in volume 1 they made you think something was walled in. And then now it's like, oh, actually that's a wall surrounding us and it's a wormhole too. I think it's called Dimension X is what's up there, and then Hawkins is down here.
I didn't even know it had a name.
Yeah, I've seen it online, but I thought that was cool. I hate Callie, whatever that chick's name is. I just hate the way she looks.
Who?
I hate the way she talks.
Who are
Her
we
sister,
talking about?
number 8.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just everything that she was saying, like she was like tiptoeing around the idea just to be suspenseful, just for it to be like, the only way for us to stop this is to kill ourselves. That's fetching stupid.
I will give you that. I don't buy that. So, background, I have not seen that episode of Stranger Things that 8 is in. Everybody told me you can skip that episode because it goes nowhere, and they just caught me up on like why 11 is dressed that way. Mm-hmm. So I don't really know anything about this character other than the fact that people really, really dislike 8. For reasons unknown to me, I don't know what she did, but this season it has done nothing to make me care about her.
Yep.
and it feels like she is only here to add some sort of tension to 11, because these 3 episodes I was watching it, and the whole time I'm thinking, okay, there has to be a reason that she's here. It can't just be a plot device to make 11 have some sort of like, will she, won't she at the end of if she is going to sacrifice herself or not. And I don't buy the fact that there is something in that episode in season 2 that 8 is in, that their bond is like so strong that she is willing to kill herself with this girl instead of like being with her friends.
Yeah.
Because we have proven through 5 seasons of this TV show where these friends are who she cares about. This is who she's going to listen to, and now she's going to throw it all away and listen to this girl? Like, why?
She says something, and it was like between her and Hopper. The way I viewed her is she's the anti-Hopper. Hopper basically wants to protect Elle, wants to see her safe, but also recognizes that she is powerful and is like training her. Whereas she comes in and she's like, well, I've known her longer because I was raised with her. And I'm like, shut up.
Yeah,
like, just shut the hell up. Like, and I don't know. Like, it seems like they're gonna kill Hopper. That one pissed me off.
But they've already done that.
Yeah.
They've already done this.
I
so
think
I'm
they're
gonna get
actually gonna
annoyed.
kill him.
I don't think anybody is going to die. I'm gonna go on the record right now. I don't think anybody in Stranger Things season 5 is going to die. I think they're all going to be fine, and that's the way I want it to end. Because
Hard counter, they all die.
Nah, nobody's going to die.
Everyone dies.
I think they're all going to be totally fine at the end, and they're all going to have a happy ending. But I don't understand 8's role in this so far. These 3 episodes have given me no reason to believe that she has anything to do.
I think you hit it on the head. She's just a plot device. I hate her.
Which is so disappointing to me because this show hasn't done that. It almost seems like they have done the opposite this season, where it's like they feel the need to give everybody a role. They need it's Avengers Endgame for Stranger Things, and we need to bring everybody in to this season and make it all these characters are coming back. I'm sorry, the science teacher didn't need to come back. We don't need the science teacher here.
We don't need Murray.
We don't need Murray anymore. Murray is just annoying. I don't like Murray.
Schnookums.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, dude, this is so obnoxious.
We definitely don't need Lucas's sister.
Yeah,
don't understand why she's there.
Why? Why does she keep showing up? Because it's like they continually try to make her like a thing, and every single time that they do, I get annoyed with it because she's not funny to me. She's just an annoying little kid. And I think that what I really like that they did this season was with Will and Holly, because it's like the opposite of that, where it's like they fell into the trope of annoying little sibling with Lucas and his sister, and they're doing the opposite with Will and Holly. Whereas, I mean,
Mike
and Holly, sorry. To my recollection, like the last 4 seasons, Holly hasn't been a character, right?
No,
like
she's just been a baby.
She's just been, a kid. And this season, she has a lot to do. And this is a character that I think works for me. I think Holly is like an interesting new character. But I think the thing that works for me with it's Mike, not Holly, not Will. Mike is Holly's brother. They set it up in the first episode where Mike gives her the little Holly the Brave thing.
The D&D character.
Yeah, and she's just clinging on to
Holly
that.
the heroic.
And then at the end, the thing, it gets ripped off her neck, right? Mm-hmm. And you feel that. Like, that is something that happens early on that pays off in that final episode, second to final episode. And now I'm curious where Holly goes, because at the end of this episode, we have Vecna with all of the kids around that table, and they all just, like, the flip switch is on, and their eyeballs are in the back of their head, right? So I don't know what's going on. I have no clue how this show is going to end. I don't know where we're going. But I'll say this. If I have some criticisms aside from everything that I've said so far, the first 20 minutes of the first episode, I was like, okay, we're still here. We're still doing this like obnoxious like writing where characters don't talk like this. Characters don't say these like quippy one-liners. And there is a moment where I'm pretty sure it's when Will has invaded Vecna's mind because Vecna's strangling Max, right? And then eventually he just like starts loosening his grip and something clicks and you're like, oh, that's freaking Will doing that. And then sure enough, it's Will. And that's where I was on board for the next episode and a half. I think the rest of that episode, the next episode is really great. And then like half of the next episode is really good. So I was more on board with Volume 2 than I was Volume 1. And there are a lot of emotional moments too in this
One
episode.
of my favorite moments was between Dustin and
Steve.
Steve,
Yeah,
yeah.
Dustin and Steve. Like, I was like, where did this chemistry go? Nope, they brought it back full force. These 2 episodes where you just have this conflict, and it's like, what happened? Why are we different now? And you find out why Dustin is different towards Steve, and it's all because of who's the guy?
Eddie.
Eddie. Yeah, it's all because of Eddie. It's Eddie. He lost Eddie, and he is dealing with the ramifications of losing Eddie. And he's like, I don't want that to happen to the other guy that I really care about that's a lot like Eddie to me, which is Steve. And that whole exchange between the two of them, like, you feel that. And there is just real, like, the acting there is top notch. And props to Steve and Dustin. Dustin brought it back around this season. I did not really care for him at the start, but that whole line of him, Dark Dustin arc, really paid off for me.
Yeah, agreed. Mm-hmm. And then following that up with like another emotional scene, which we can get into like the reason why there's like goo coming down and like trapping.
It's like melted
like
molecules.
What is going on? What is that?
Exotic matter. I don't know.
So
I'm not gonna pretend like I understand
and it like freezes.
No, it's melting the objects. So it's like melting the doors. It's melting the walls, the ceiling.
The little orb thing.
That orb that Nancy shot at. That's exotic matter.
So
they like pissed it off, and it started melting things.
Oh, and then it chilled out.
Yeah.
And then it stopped melting things.
Yeah. I don't know where it went to because it wasn't there afterwards, and they didn't really talk about that, like, because they made it seem like it was there the whole time, and then it disappeared.
I'm sure it'll come back into
Yeah.
play, because if it doesn't, that was a bizarre sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the scene between, what is that guy's name? Nancy's boyfriend?
Jonathan
And Nancy, I thought was another great emotional scene. And
I'm going to be honest. I have not been buying Jonathan and Nancy for like the past 2 seasons. I'm just like, I don't buy this anymore. And they kind of addressed that, and I really like that.
So are they done?
They're done. Yeah. I almost said Safety Bros. The Duffer Bros, they came out and they were like, yeah, they're done.
Oh, okay. Because people were confused because people are idiots.
Mm-hmm.
They need to be spoon-fed. They can't have
They
people
can't read
asking
between
too
the
many
lines.
questions on Netflix. This is a Netflix show. Everybody needs to understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Dave, was there anything that worked for you in this volume of episodes? Nothing at all?
Like there were some cool things, but no. Like, and especially the, like, I don't know, middle section of the last episode, I was just like, okay, whatever.
Okay, yeah. This is a conversation I wanted to have because if you look at all of the Stranger Things episodes, this last one is the lowest rated on IMDb.
Mm-hmm.
Is this justified? Is it the worst episode of Stranger Things?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think it comes down to the fact that, like, Will came out again. I'm going to be honest. Like, we already had that in the last season.
We've
didn't we?
already done it, but it's not even that. It's the fact that the way that it was done before was so
It was
good.
so much
It's like,
better.
you don't need to say those words.
No.
The everything was conveyed in that van ride.
Yeah.
Everything
No,
was
I
conveyed.
completely agree. And that's what bothered me about that is it's like, okay, you are beating a dead horse right now. And if you get any backlash, I already know you're going to be like, oh, it's just because you're homophobic.
Yeah.
And again, that's not it. I liked the last one. I liked the last time Will came out. I was like, I bought that. That relationship between Jonathan and Will, I'm like, I'm on board with that relationship now. It was cool. And I just don't buy it here. It's just like it felt like forced corporate.
Here,
Like we need to have this scene in here.
here's my thing. It feels like they had a good thing going with Will by giving him like Vecna powers, and it was like, oh, that's interesting. And they're like, okay, how else can we make him interesting? Make him gay. And it's like,
let me say this. I think he was always meant to be gay.
Yeah,
I think
no,
from like
since
the
season
first
1.
season, like
Yeah.
even the dad's like he makes like an off.
calls him queer.
Yeah. And it's like, whoa. So I think he was always intentionally supposed to
No,
be
yeah,
gay.
and I'm not going against that, but it just feels like they want it to be a part of his personality that he's gay. Like he's gay and he's different, and that's who he is. It doesn't matter if he likes boys or not. He's got freaking Vecna powers. I want to see more of that. I don't want to watch an entire scene that apparently they shot 12 hours straight for. The stupidest thing I've ever seen. They spent 12 hours filming that, and everybody was there for it. Shut up. I want to see more Vecna powers, dude. This is the final season. These are the final moments we're getting with these characters, and we spent almost half an episode showing him coming out.
Yeah.
Again.
Like, it felt like a waste of screen time. We knew this. We knew this already. This wasn't new information conveyed to us. And they just felt the need to, like, spoon feed it to you. And it's like, we could have gotten more Vecna powers, dude. Like, that is so cool what they're doing with Will. And I've only gotten one taste of it, and it was at that last episode, episode 4. That was the last time I was like, wow, that was dope. And then everything else was kind of just meh. Like, and that's my opinion. Like, if you guys like it, you guys like it. I'm not going to hate on you for it. But, like, for me, episode 4 peaked at the end. I was like, whoa, that was awesome. And nothing's quite reached it yet.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm chasing that high.
I do think episode 6 was great.
Yeah.
Like, that is my favorite episode of this season so far.
Maybe I need to
think
go
I
back and
agree.
rewatch that because I had it on during my fever headache thing.
Yeah, I think
and I
you
think
did.
I passed out towards the end.
Even like the ending of that episode was great. Where
That-
it didn't even like show Max coming back. It was like the heartbeat of Max. And I was like,
Yeah.
that was cool.
Okay, you know what? I think I definitely was like out of it for that part.
Yeah, because that whole episode kind of kicks ass.
Okay,
Like, it's
yeah.
a good episode.
So you guys know where I'm at with episode 4, and you're saying that episode 6 reaches that?
I think
Also-
it's better. I don't think I was that impressed with episode 4.
Also, can
I
I
will
say
rewatch
how
it.
cool it is that the mom of Will and Nancy like learns about the demigorgons, is hospitalized, and then as soon as she wakes up from being hospitalized, kills 3 demidogs? It's like this
That
lady's
was
known
cool.
for like the conscious span of like 2 hours, and she's already got 3 under her belt. What a bad.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like, you told the wrong fetching mom. You told the wrong mom about all this. You needed her in your corner of this, and she would have killed Vecna season 2. Like it would have been, we wouldn't have had a show if you told her.
Yeah, and one of our friends like straight up asked like, "Hey, she's so nervous about Will and where's Will? What's going on with Will?" Jonathan has been gone for like a week and a half now. She does not care
not
about
a
Jonathan
single comment.
at all. Like, has she said the name Jonathan once? It is only Will, my boy.
Has her character really been of relevance since season 2?
I think she had an arc where she was like going to save Hopper.
In
That was
season
pretty
4?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But I don't. This is the thing I was saying earlier.
Like, why is she there?
We don't need everybody here. This is
Exactly.
not the Avengers. This is Stranger Things. We don't need every single freaking person to come back in this show, but we're doing it anyway. So it's like everybody's here now. I can't think of anybody else who we can bring back for the final episode that isn't dead or we
Argyle.
haven't seen yet.
please bring back Argyle.
He just shows up in his van.
What's up, dudes?
Oh,
Where
that
did he
guy.
go? It was cool.
I think he wanted more money, and they shot it down and just didn't write him in the script.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Wow.
poor guy. He was definitely up there. Like, everybody was like pro Eddie, and Eddie was awesome in season 4, but I liked Argyle.
Argyle gave Jonathan a reason to exist.
He was a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, is there anything else we're missing talking about season 5, part 2?
I guess one good thing that I'll say, because I've been kind of negative. I'm sorry, guys. Revealing Vecna's lair. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it just pans out and it's Nevada. I go, holy cow. Nevada is the other world.
No, it reminded me of the lair that the fetching vulture-looking dudes from the Dark Crystal live in? You know what I'm talking about?
I have not seen the Dark Crystal.
Look up the Dark Crystal vulture layer thing.
Also filmed in Nevada.
Was it really?
I have no idea.
Are you talking about like the movie?
The puppet movie, yeah.
What is it called? Dark Crystal?
The Dark Crystal.
No, Dark Crystal. What am I looking up? The
Evil Layer.
Evil Layer?
Yeah.
Dark Crystal Evil Layer.
I want an outside shot of
Oh,
it.
yeah. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see that.
does it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, right there. Click that one. There we go. Yeah, it does kind of look like it. I was getting Dark Crystal vibes from that. Man, what a freaking deep cut. Whew.
Yeah.
I like how Vecna's just a Bionicle now.
Yeah.
Just like walking around like a Bionicle.
Dude, it's all making sense now because I was like, wait, why is he limping now? Why is Will comatose? I totally spaced out for the last half.
Oh, yeah,
of
no, he
episode
broke his
6.
leg, yeah.
Okay, I need to go back and rewatch
You
that.
need to rewatch that
You
episode.
didn't even see that part of it?
No, yeah,
You were really
like
out
I
of
was
it.
like there for it.
No
but
wonder
I just
you
did
hated
not
this so much.
recognize.
Yeah.
I understand now. No, episode 6 was a banger. You need to go
All
back
right,
and
yeah, I'll
watch
go
that.
back and rewatch it, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's good. I have no theories as to what's going to happen now. I had a time travel theory in the last episode we talked about Stranger Things.
I still
I'm
think
totally
that's going
wrong.
to go somewhere. I still
The
think
time
that's-
travel
I
stuff?
still think we're going to get something with that.
I don't know, man. I mean, we haven't. We've got the wormhole thing now. Like the wormhole came back, but the rest of like the Back to the Future references, I just think that's probably all they were, is just references.
They're
Red
really,
herring, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really digging deep into Wrinkle of Time. I mean, there was a freaking episode called Escape from Camazotz, so
Oh, is that from A Wrinkle in Time?
I'm pretty sure.
And that's a time travel thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we are getting more time travel stuff. I have no idea.
I think they're only referencing it because the world they're in, this dream world, is like they're trying to escape that dream world that they labeled Camazotz, and there's something similar to it in the book. I haven't read the book or seen the Disney adaptation. I heard it was terrible.
So you're not even gonna bother. No. Haven't read the book. Haven't seen the adaptation. Don't care.
But I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot.
No, Dave is so far from it. He's the smartest guy on earth. Smartest guy ever.
Also have a big schlong.
Cut that.
Keeping it. We're keeping it.
All right, Jamie, what's next?
All right, folks. We got our Stronger Dongs talk out of the way. And just a little bit of background update. We have our top 10 movies of the year out. So I'll clip it here. You can watch our thoughts on the our top 10 movies of the year. I think there were some surprises on our lists. And there was one movie that made our list that we have not talked about on this channel, and that is Marty Supreme. So let's dive into Marty Supreme.
Bring out the ping pong table.
Bring out the whole ocean. Dave, what do you think of Marty Supreme?
Fetchin loved it.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's one of those rare instances where I hype something up in my mind and it's as good as I set the bar. Mm-hmm. It sometimes exceeded it. Fetch, man. Our experience with it, the front left speaker was like blown out. It was bad, so that was like a little annoying in the beginning, and towards the end, I wasn't really paying attention to it.
Yeah, I got used to it.
Yeah,
But I mean, we watched this movie at 75% capacity, and it still was freaking awesome.
It was still on the upper end of everybody's top 10 list.
Yep. It was, spoiler, it was my number one movie of the year. And I think I still stand by it. I think this movie is one that is going to stay in my head for the next however many years. I think it is that good. I think I go back and forth on if I prefer Good Time over Marty Supreme, if I go Marty Supreme over Good Time. I don't know. I need more time. I need to rewatch Marty Supreme again. I've seen Good Time a handful of times. I got to watch this again. But I will say that there isn't a performance in Good Time or Uncut Gems that has impressed me nearly as much as Timmy Chalamet in this movie as Marty Mauser.
He gave it his all.
I mean, this guy is just, so we're going from, what was the last movie he was in? Was it Dune?
That's
Was that
the last one I
time
watched.
we saw Timothy Chalamet in a big movie like this?
Which isn't that long ago, actually. That's only last year.
But the difference between Timothy Chalamet in Dune versus Timmy Schatz and Marty Supreme is night and day. Like when he's given his Lisan Al Gaib speech in Dune Part 2 versus anything in this movie, they are two completely different characters, and I buy both of them.
And ironically, both are bad guys in a way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that is one of the more interesting things about this movie is that there is not like a good guy in this movie. Like everybody
Wally.
in this movie, which one was Wally?
Tyler.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
He's still hustling. I don't know.
yeah, he is a hustler.
He was a hustler.
But he's got a family.
Does that
He's a family man.
does that justify it?
Don't ask me moral questions on this pod.
But yeah, Tyler the Creator is also great in this movie.
He does a phenomenal job.
I totally forgot he was in it until he showed up, and then I was like, oh right, Tyler the Creator's in this movie, and he was great. I think all of like the weird Safdie brothers like originals that they bring back every movie. That one guy with his bottom row of teeth are like this big. He's the guy that keeps
like the uncle.
No, the guy with the dog.
Oh.
He's the guy that keeps showing up, and he's got the dog.
Oh, like the mobster
Yeah,
guy?
yeah. Like he is insane. And then you got like a bunch of like weird other characters. Like I'm pretty sure that was Fran Drescher as the mom.
I don't. You're above my pay grade here, pal.
Oh well, okay.
He's the real cinephile here.
You would know her. Hang on, one sec. Fran.
Listen, man, you put on Transformers 2007 by Michael Bay, and I just shut my brain off and enjoy it.
She had a TV show, The Nanny.
Nope.
This is not ringing. She
You
does
don't
not
know
ring
her?
any bells.
I know her now that you bring her up.
Yeah, this is.
Wait. Go back. She was in Saturday Night Fever? Oh, okay, yeah, I know her.
You've seen Saturday Night Fever? No, I haven't. Oh, okay. But yeah, Fran Drescher. Who else? There was another guy that I was like, is that freaking the
investor
Shark
dude?
Tank guy is in this
Yeah.
movie?
Shark
Kevin
Tank.
O'Leary?
Kevin O'Leary.
Penn Jillette, that's the guy. Penn Jillette was in this movie.
Yes. I was wondering if that was actually Penn.
Yeah, it
Penn and
was.
Teller.
And he's like in one scene, and he's great. Everybody is great in this movie. It's insane what Josh Safdie can do.
Now, I have heard people say that it's clear now who the talented one of the Safdie brothers is. Do you agree with that?
This is I mean, if we're going on like my list of movies, like yes, I think Josh Safdie just between these two movies made a better movie, but that doesn't negate the fact that Ben Safdie took freaking Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and gave him, I mean, we don't know Oscar nominations yet, but if The Rock doesn't get an Oscar nom for The Smashing Machine, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like just give him a nomination. He doesn't have to win, but Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Mark Kerr is not Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in anything else.
No, I think that when you're comparing the two movies, it's comparing apples to oranges, both in like what they're trying to do. Because one is like an actual...
Like a true blue biopic.
Exactly. One's a biopic about Mark Kerr, and it's like trying to stay true to his life and represent the events. And it's shot in a way that makes you feel like it's actually like from that portion of time that I think it was like a year time span. Whereas this is like a loosely based on the... What was his name? Marty Reisman?
Reisman, yep.
And they just exaggerate certain details of his life. So of course this movie is going to be more enjoyable than The Smashing Machine. So it's like that's where I think it's like I don't know. It's like I liked both. I like them both. I think they were both in my top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, top 3 or top 5.
I think you went 3 was Smashing Machine, and then 2 was no. I think it was 4 was Smashing Machine, 3 was Tron, 2 was Marty Supreme.
And then
And one was
Superman.
Avatar: Fire and Ash.
No, that was 10.
Which is crazy,
Yeah,
but that's another conversation.
But no, I think it's comparing apples to oranges to like look at these two movies and say, oh well, this one's clearly better. Well, yeah, this one's more enjoyable because it's got more exaggerated moments.
I also don't think that like The Smashing Machine is a movie that is like made to be one that you can just put on and enjoy.
Exactly.
The Smashing Machine is a very heavy, serious movie with human characters, with characters that are complex. Marty Supreme, you know everybody's intentions, you know everybody's motives. In the Smashing Machine, you have two characters really that the whole movie revolves around, and it's like you get to know Dawn and you get to know Mark Kerr, and those two characters are like deeply, deeply. What's the right word?
Bonded, entwined, tangled. I don't know, because Don's an enabler.
Yeah, but they're interesting because they're so. What I can't think of the right word. They're complex. They're very complex characters.
Yeah, because they're real.
They're real people, and so I think juggling these people are real. They're still alive. We got to tell like a story based on Mark Kerr's life versus Marty Supreme, which is like loosely based on this one guy. I don't know how much is true versus how much isn't true about Marty Supreme, which is coming up. We got Jay on this. Stay tuned. But this is
No peeking.
Marty Supreme is just, you're right. It is a more enjoyable movie and my movie of the year. Like, I think it is that good. And the fact that like there's like 2 ping pong games in the movie and it's being sold as like a ping pong movie.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a ping pong movie.
I thought we were going to get like a tournament. No.
Yeah. Like there's one tournament like in the beginning and then that was it. And then like at the end, there's like one big 1v1.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I think my favorite part of this movie is just like it goes places where I was like, it's not gonna go there, and it went there, and I went, whoa, what? This movie goes places that other movies would not go because it is risky, and they do not pull any punches. Even Gwyneth Paltrow did a good job, even though I personally think she was probably the weakest part of the movie, but she still did good.
I don't think there's a person in this movie that I was like, boy, not feeling it, not feeling anybody in this movie. They were all on their A game. They all freaking brought it for Marty Supreme. And I will be seeing this again because I liked it that much. I'm going to go see it in theaters. I'm going to go see it on as big of a screen as I possibly can with the best sound system I possibly can because I want to see it that way. Not with 75% left speakers blown out capacity. But I don't know if I can hype it up any more than what I already have. Dave, you got anything else to add?
Oh man, that was another 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, this was a good freaking year for movies where like I'm literally struggling to put my top 3 together. I kept bouncing. I had it all made. I had it all listed out and then saw Marty Supreme and it threw a wrench in it. And I had to rethink like, hey, where do I rank things now? And those top 3 movies was just like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like any one could be my number 1. But here we are. Also, keep an eye out. We got the Amiibros Awards coming up. Video.
Yes.
It'll be out tomorrow.
Yeah, Dave, it'll be out tomorrow, right? Right, Dave?
Paul's got his done in a day. What's your excuse?
There's a lot more in that video.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
But,
yeah, I'll get that edited and out the door as soon as I can. You guys will love it.
But moving on to our next and final topic, we've got the real... Oh, wait, no, we got one more after that. We got Dave's Way of Kings talk. But we've got the real Marty Reisman. What is real? What isn't real about Marty Supreme? We got whiteboards. This is a segment Jay has planned, so we don't even know. We have no idea. Closing the laptop, putting it away.
All right. So if you've watched Marty Supreme and thought, wow, that can't possibly be real,
We got spoilers ahead.
you're going to want this. There are very many spoilers. So if you have not watched this, do not watch this segment. If you do not plan on watching Marty Supreme, maybe you'll like it. Maybe stick around. But if you have not watched it and you plan on watching it, do not stick around. Don't watch this video. Click off right now. Anything that happens past this point is your fault. Okay. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, you're going to want to hear this if you did think, wow, that can't possibly be real. Because as someone who also thought that, I was shocked by how much of it is actually real. Because while the movie is absolutely doing coke off the table with tennis book rules, that was a dumb line. I'm cutting that. It is based on a real guy, and the real story is honestly just as chaotic. So here's how this game is gonna work. You guys, I'm gonna like say a statement. You guys are gonna write either fact or fiction on your board, and I'm going to tell you what the correct answer is, and then I'm going to give you a little bit of a recap on the actual information. Okay? So we'll go ahead and start with this. Was Marty Mauser a real person? Fact or fiction?
Oh.
Fiction.
You are correct. Marty Mauser is not a real person. However, he is very clearly inspired by a real person named Marty Reisman. And honestly, the movie barely exaggerates him. Think of the film as what if a real sports hustler got filtered through chaos, copious amounts of caffeine, and Josh Safdie's brain. That's what you get when you put Marty Reisman through that. Okay? All right. So Marty Reisman grew up in New York City and became obsessed with table tennis at a time when ping pong wasn't a cute basement sport activity. It was a full-on underground gambling scene. Smoky halls, shady backroom matches, side bets, hustlers pretending they were terrible until money was on the line. And Marty wasn't just good, he was annoyingly good. But here's the key difference between Marty and normal athletes. Winning trophies was optional. Winning money was not, which already feels like a departure from Marty Mauser, whose entire goal was to prove that he was the best. Marty Reisman learned early how to fake weakness, lure bets, and then absolutely destroy people when it mattered. Okay? Next statement. Did Marty actually tour with the Harlem Globetrotters? Fact or fiction?
I'm going to say fact.
Fact. Reisman wasn't just a player. He was a performer. He did trick shots. He played with weird paddles. And at one point, he literally toured with the Harlem Globetrotters. That wasn't just a bit for the film. That actually happened. Which means the film scenes where Marty is playing matches like it's an art installation, yeah, that part's accurate. Reisman wanted attention, but more importantly, he wanted people to underestimate him. So when the movie shows Marty intentionally losing early matches, then flipping a switch later, that's straight out of Reisman's playbook. So we've established that Marty Reisman was a good player. But, third statement, did Marty actually lose the English Open to a partially deaf Japanese man? Fact or fiction?
I'm going to say that was fiction.
Good. So, Marty Reisman actually won the 1949 English Open and would go on to the World Championship in that same year. However, he would lose against not just one person, but two people. And neither of them were Japanese. So, Endo in the English Open is not a real person. Okay? Now, fact or fiction. Did Marty have a Japanese rival at all? Wait, that's not a statement. Marty had a Japanese rival. Fact or fiction?
I'm going to say fiction.
I'm going to say fact.
It is fact. He is loosely inspired by another rival of Marty Reisman, Hiroshi Sato. But Marty lost to him in 1952 in the World Table Tennis Championship, not at the English Open. This was largely due to the new paddle that Sato used, one that departed from the traditional hard bat paddles that Marty was accustomed to. The movie, Marty mentions this when he says Endo was a mediocre player, he just had a better paddle. This is actually a really big deal in the true story that the movie doesn't seem to translate as much. Marty had a problem with the paddle, not the player. In fact, Sato was practically the opposite of Marty in every way, just like how Endo is in the film. Sato wasn't a showman, he didn't trash talk, he simply showed up and wiped the floor with everyone. So the movie portrays years of bitterness that the real Marty felt towards this new paddle and condenses it into one rivalry with a character based on Sato. Okay, next statement. The film includes a romance with an aging Hollywood starlet played by Gwyneth Paltrow. Is this fact or is this fiction? Well, okay, hang on. Was the relationship fact or fiction?
Like, did
Marty Reisman have an actual romance with an aged Hollywood actress? Fact or fiction?
I'm going to say fiction.
No, I'm going with fiction.
Yeah, it was fiction. However, it was loosely based. Actually, I don't know this for a fact, but there is a person that Marty Reisman married in real life who was a model and actress earlier in her life, but she was not a famous Hollywood star, and the film's romantic subplot is largely fictionalized. He was not having an affair with a aged Hollywood actress. Okay, next one.
Slash wife of a really wealthy ink business owner.
Yeah. Next statement. Marty got his butt paddled in front of an audience of rich dudes.
I hope this is real.
I want it to be real, but it was like so funny that I'm going fiction.
It is fiction. Yeah, nah, it's not real at all. It was funny, but it was totally made up.
Yeah, that scene was, I was like, they're going there. They're going to show it. And, like, it's actually just Timmy Schatz's bare butt.
It looked like he smacked the crap out of him, too.
I would pay money.
Marty, to have that done to you?
No, to do it to him.
Oh, okay.
With my hand.
Moving on. Rachel Misler was a real woman who had an affair with Marty Reisman that resulted in a child.
I'm going to go fact with it.
Fiction. Did I write it like Dave?
That was, in fact, fiction. She's not a real person at all. That was all just
see
put
how I
in
wrote it?
for fun.
Yeah.
Dave's version, Dave actually had beautiful handwriting there.
Thank you.
Okay, next one. In the film, Marty hustles his way into a better hotel room during the English Open.
Oh,
Yeah.
like did he do that?
I'm positive he did that.
Fact.
It is fact. The exact circumstances and the timeline of what happened in the movie is not exactly historically accurate. However, Marty Reisman did do this at one point. A big difference, however, is that Marty did not do this alone. He was accompanied by fellow American table tennis star Dick Miles. Multiple historical accounts tie this event to Marty's twin.
Can you imagine having a name Dick Miles? Boy, school is rough for Dick Miles. I'll say that.
Let me just say this guy wouldn't last a minute in 2025 with a
No.
name like Dick Miles,
No.
He is
Go
done.
on, Jay. Sorry.
Okay.
Dick Miles, though. What a heck of a name.
Anyway, multiple historical accounts tie this event to Marty's win at the English Open in 1949, where they were not staying at a dumpy shared dorm room, so that wasn't real. But they were housed in a modest London hotel. They were not satisfied with this and moved themselves to a much more bougie hotel where they would spend large sums of money on room service and other luxuries to the point that... But here's the crazy thing. They actually got away with it. So the part where he was paying the bill that came later on, that didn't happen. They actually, got away with it. So in the film, Marty is footed with a bill, and the Table Tennis Association finds out. But in real life, Marty and Dick Miles extorted the association to pay it by threatening to not show up to the already sold-out exhibition matches that they had agreed to plan. So that was real. Okay, next one. Marty finds himself tasked with taking a criminal's dog to the vet, and the dog escapes while he's looking after it. Fact or fiction?
I'm going
Fact.
fiction with it.
Nope, that is fiction. Good. So, although it makes for a very funny and chaotic moment, there's nothing like this that actually happened in Marty Reisman's life. Okay, next one. Marty got into a fight with guys that he hustled that resulted in a gas station exploding. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
That it was fiction.
Damn it.
So
Man, Jay, you're good with this, dude.
many of the most entertaining moments of the movie were just Josh Safdie having fun with it. And that's basically the takeaway here, is that a lot of Marty Supreme it's not a true biopic, and there's a reason they did not name the character Marty Reisman. It's because it isn't Marty Reisman. Marty Mauser, the actual table tennis player, his life was, and the energy that Marty Supreme had, that Timothy Chalamet, that he brought, it was very accurate to who Marty Reisman was. But the events that actually occurred most of them didn't actually happen. So yeah.
Well,
hope
thanks,
you guys
Jay.
enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was very interesting. Learned a lot more about Marty Reisman. Did he actually create ping pong balls?
I couldn't find anything on that.
The orange ping pong balls. I want to know about that.
That's a weird thing to add in if he didn't do that. That's where I'm at.
Yeah. Because he couldn't see the white balls.
But like the reality of the situation is like Marty Reisman's biggest enemy was that paddle. Like he spent years like fighting against that paddle.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, this completely changed the game. It's cheap. It's stupid. It takes all the skill out. He was very anti
Penholder.
I don't know if that's what it was, but
Because they hold it like a pen, like you're writing with a pen.
oh, do they?
Yeah, and I think they talked about that in the movie.
But yeah, like that's his biggest problem. It's not anything to do with Endo. None of that is real. It's all about that paddle. That guy hated those paddles.
I don't blame him for that, because if you think about it, like table tennis was started with like the paddle a certain way, and everybody learns it a certain way. And then if there's like a gray area in the regulations that allows for a new paddle, that allows new play styles, and that completely shifts like the meta of table tennis. Like you can see how like Endo was holding it. He was able to like do especially in the first tournament, he was like doing the curveball that your freaking dad does this when we play pickleball.
Yeah, it does.
Where he like skips the ball and it like lands in front of you and then it goes to your right. It pisses me off when that happens, and that's what he was doing to Marty, and he was getting pissed. And I was like, I know exactly how that feels.
Yep.
So how long before we get a Brandon Davis pickleball based movie directed by Josh Safdie? That'd be wild, eh?
That would. I'm curious. Well, he'll call him Brandon Savad.
Savad. Well, thanks, Jay. That was fun.
Yep.
And now, Dave, you have completed part 4 of The Way of Kings.
Yes.
Let's just dive into this.
All right. So
Because it's the best part of the damn book.
yeah, let me tell you, part 4. So far, it's like everything. I think of it like a freaking staircase. Like just the next part just gets better than the last. And I'm not used to stuff like this. Apparently this is common in books. Maybe I need to read books more. I I did finish this early last week and realized that I took almost like no notes. And so I've like been running around like a chicken with his head cut off today, going back and listening to parts and like trying to like remember things other than just the big fetching reveal at the end of what Dalinar does, because that's the part that like was left with me other than like little bits. So I've been trying to fill in the gaps between those.
What does Dalinar do again?
I'm going to stay silent the entire time you're talking and only talk about what you bring up because I put my foot in my mouth way more than I'd like.
What does Dalinar do?
Do I want to get to that part?
Let's just start from the beginning.
Okay.
We'll get there.
All right.
So you were just so hooked that you didn't even take notes?
Yeah, that's what I like completely forgot to take notes. I was just so into it. Because like before, like I've been trying to get a system down where I pull my phone out and jot down whatever note I can if I hear an important detail. But this one, it like just part 4 was so fetching good.
Is this only Dalinar and Cal, or does Shallan have a bit in this?
There were some Shallan stuff.
Okay.
And so like I said, I might have missed a couple things, and so I apologize, guys. But we'll go with what I wrote down. I wrote down something about Dalinar speaks of a possible war with the other kingdom. I'm trying to remember. I think that was supposed to be the kingdom of the people that Zeth is from, I think is what they were talking about.
The Shin?
Yeah, I think it was something like that. There was another storm vision though, and this was a big one. Dalinar was in the perspective of a wall guard, and they were like, the way it was painted out in my head. If you guys have played Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor, like in the beginning of that game where you're playing as Talion and like the Rangers and they're patrolling the gate of Mordor, like I was thinking that like that's where they were hanging out. And they see just like a bunch of Knights Radiant just running towards them. And I'm like, oh shoot, is this the betrayal? Like they're going to attack these people? because they've referred to a betrayal before, and so I'm thinking, oh, like betrayal as in the Knights Radiant like turned on the people and like attacked them. They were running towards them, but all like not in unison. It was kind of like it started out with like a couple, and then all of them started doing it. They started to lay down their shard blades, like plant them in the ground, and take off their shard plate and just lay it on the ground and turn around and walk away. And so it was a betrayal. They betrayed man, basically. Like they were like protectors, and they turned their backs by just giving it all up. And they returned to like another army that was there. They referenced that there was like another army that they were returning to. I don't know who they are yet. And then all of the people from like the keep that Dalinar's perspective was taking place from, they all ran out and they were taking the shard plates and the blades and attacking one another. So they were like coveting it. And so I think that's what started this whole like thing amongst the Alethi with the shard blades and shard plates. They called this the Day of Recreance. That was a part that I wrote down. They talked about the Night of Sorrows, the Everstorm. I'm completely spacing out about that right now, but I wrote it down. But that voice that's speaking to Dalinar in his High Storm visions, he said, read the book, unite them. So it's been like a constant theme that this voice who's speaking to Dalinar in these High Storm visions, he's like, keep to the codes, keep to the read the book, read the Way of Kings, follow it, unite the High Princes, unite the kingdoms. It's like, okay. They reference old magic and Dalinar seeking out a Night Watcher. Dalinar, Renarin, and Adolin decide to prove or disprove these High Storm visions, and so it's this whole elaborate operation where they're going to get... I forgot her name. Who was Gavilar's wife? Widow?
Navani?
Navani, yes. So they get Navani to be his scribe, to write down like what he's having in these visions, and then they're going to approach Yasna and essentially confirm whether or not like certain details or things were like fact or fiction, and figure out if these things are real.
Right.
I've partook in enough fictional content in my time to know that these visions are definitely real. Like Dalinar's not going crazy. He's totally having real visions. This is freaking awesome that he's having time traveling visions. I learned about Yesrin, the king of the heralds, when they were talking about the Way of Kings, and it was talking about the one king who essentially walked across the world to prove that if a traitor or a slave or a common man can do it, why shouldn't a king be able to do it? And this idea of a good king is one who can do everything, who can get down and dirty with his subjects and, put his shoulder to the wheel, push along. And I agree with that. I think the best
Somebody
leaders...
should make a song out of that.
Maybe somebody might have had to sing that at the beginning of church today, and that's why it's in the front of my mind. So this is where I missed a couple chapters that I completely forgot what happened, and I didn't write anything down because I was just so into it. I learned about the true author of the Way of Kings. His name is Neodon. He's like the person who's speaking to Dalinar during these high visions, I'm pretty sure. Very important guy. And then throughout all this, one important thing I forgot to bring up was there's a lot of stuff going on with Kaladin and the bridge crew. They're working together. That stupid freaking harlot of a woman who is the wife of the high prince that's over the bridge crews now, or the Light Eyes. She's like, okay, you guys are on full-time bridge duty, so you guys are always going to be on call during the day, and then you're going to work the caverns at night. While Cal and the bridge four go in the caverns at night, he's teaching them how to use spears, all the formations, how to use them. Rock knows how to shoot a bow, apparently, and he's getting better at it. And they're hiding their spheres.
Yeah, you can say Rock knows how to shoot a bow. You can say that, Dave. I can give you a million guesses as to why I'm saying that right now. You would not get it. You would not be able to guess why I'm saying that. But let's just say, man can shoot a bow.
Teft,
He can.
Teft is like
He can, Jay. You know why, right?
Could he?
Teft is like
My dog?
sorry. Your dog Teft? No, I swear, man. Every time I think of Teft, I think of your dog, and it's
Yeah.
tripping me out about the character in the book because I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, why is he so old? It doesn't make sense to me because the first time I heard Teft was his dog. I didn't know about Teft from the book until reading it. He told me that he named him after him. But Teft is like, no, Kaladin, you're a Radiant. And so Kaladin's like learning about these powers that he has where he's Stormblessed. The dude can harness Stormlight. He's learning how to do it. We learned, and it's an important detail. I don't remember them going deeper into this, but Syl is important because she's like taking something from Kaladin, but giving him the ability to breathe Stormlight. And she made a reference that that's how it was done before. And in one of the high visions later on, where what's his face, Dalinar is speaking with Noadon. Noadon makes a reference about how like, oh, that's just Hope Spren or something, and that's what they're supposed to do. And like everybody has their own Spren that communicates with them. So Cal's Spren is Syl, and I'm like, oh, that's freaking dope. I wonder if like, because there's different types of Spren, right? You know, like Rod Spren, Creative Spren, and stuff. If a Creative Spren picks you and you're like a Radiant with a Creative Spren, if that like picks like a certain path you go down, not
You got it.
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. I was like, no way.
No, just kidding.
So I'm like all over the place with this, guys. I did a terrible job taking notes because there was just I'm like really dancing around what really happened towards the end, and it was fetching insane. But I need to establish that Sadeas and Dalinar, first, Sadeas being the High Prince of Information, reveals that, hey, Elhokar there was an assassination attempt on him, but it was not from Dalinar or his camp. It wasn't because the strap was broken. His shard plate was actually sabotaged. There were broken gems, spheres placed within it. And so they were like tampered with, and him falling off of his mount would have been enough to like shatter a shard plate and leave him vulnerable. So it's like, okay, this is a lot more elaborate than just cutting the strap off of that. So Sadeas is like, okay, Dalinar is not really like a bad guy here. Dalinar's like, okay, great. Well, hey, Sadeas, you want to work together? Because Dalinar has like the better fighters, where Sadeas is quicker with his army because of the bridge crews. And so he's like, let's work together. Let's claim these gem hearts together. Let's claim the plateaus together. And so they go on a couple runs.
So
and
Dalinar's strength stat is maxed, whereas Sadeas' speed stat is maxed.
that's what the way I'm viewing it. That's how it is. Cool. It's like strength versus speed. And so that's where Kaladin is starting to see Dalinar more out on these bridge runs. They're like, oh, that's Dalinar's people, and they make a point to always like point out how like clean kept they are, how like proper his army is, because Dalinar is by the books.
What? Oh.
Wow.
What?
Oh.
You got one in the
No,
tank?
I
Bill?
wish I did.
Okay, go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
Do you know what book Dalinar is going off of?
The Way of Kings. Yeah. Yeah. Learned about that in like part 2.
Yeah.
I've known about that. Ugh.
Name drop.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm reading that. I said, no way, guys, I'm reading that. I'm reading The Way of Kings.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, this is so cool. Well, so that's how Kaladin is within proximity of Dalinar, and he learns about Dalinar. and he like meets one of his sons earlier in the chapters, and his son is like a really good guy. So it's like, okay.
Oh, right. The scene.
Adolin.
Yeah.
Adolin with the whore.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Adolin saves her.
Yeah. From
Yeah.
Sadius's men.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like it's all coming together. It's like
And Cal was like, oh.
Cal was like, that's one of the Colins. Surely he's a piece of crap, and then he does something good, and he's like,
he was like,
okay.
Planting seeds, perhaps.
I still hate light eyes.
Yeah. Fair enough, dude.
Okay, so I've established that Dalinar and Sadius, they've gone on several plateau assaults together. They're working together. It's going great. They're seeing success. One of these runs, however, was towards what they're calling the Tower.
The Dark Tower.
No,
Oh,
that's Stephen King.
yeah.
Okay, but no, there's like a plateau with like a big spire on it, and it's of strategic importance. And on this plateau assault, Sadius convinces Dalinar to use Sadius's bridges instead of Dalinar, so Dalinar can get there quicker. It's like, okay, so Dalinar doesn't have his big siege bridges, and normal bridge assault stuff happens, blah blah blah. Well, Sadius ends up leaving. He just withdraws full on. He leaves Dalinar and his army essentially there to die. Takes the bridges with him. He sees it as like an advantage that he can have to protect himself, obviously, but also because he still views Dalinar as weak. Because he follows the old codes, the old way. He's not with the new way that Sadius is. And I just want to say from the beginning, I fetching hated Sadius. Fetch that guy. And as the bridge crews are leaving, of course, none other than Bridge 4 is there. And it's like this big like dilemma that they're having. And he's like, fetch it, we're going to go save him. So they go in. They get the bridges down. They save Dalinar and his people because it's like a big bloody battle, and they get out of there. I'm giving you some rough notes here, but that's like the big thing that stayed. It's even bigger what follows. So there's essentially a confrontation between Dalinar and Sadius, where he's like, "Hey, yo, you like tried to kill me. Like, what the heck was that?" And Sadius is like, "You can't prove that. You're never going to be able to prove it." He's like, "You can't. No one's going to believe you because everybody thinks that Dalinar is going crazy." And he's like, okay, all right. Well, I want Bridge 4. I want those guys. And he freaking gives up his shards. He becomes shardless for these guys. And I was like, yeah, no, like it was that was powerful, man. That was powerful. Like that is so badass. Like I can't stress enough that it's like, oh my gosh, I witnessed Kaladin go from soldier to slave to even worse than a slave, like dude, like freaking Suicide Squad stuff, and then he takes it. He takes it and he works his way up. And he turns Bridge 4 into this well-oiled machine. And it's like to watch him like go through this story and then he's free. But it's like, okay, like why the heck would Dalinar give up his shards? And that's something that there was like a confrontation, well, not like confrontation like between Sadius, but it was with Adolin or Elhokar. No, not Elhokar. Adolin or what's Sadius, or not Sadius, Dalinar's other son? Renarin. It was one of the two. They were talking like, why the hell would you get rid of the shards? That's our like family thing. Like you're destroying the family. You're destroying our kingdom, our namesake, our keepsake. Yeah. Like why would you do that?
When he takes out Oathbringer, and Cal's like, great, we're done. We shouldn't have gone back for him. We were wrong for trusting him. And he just takes Oathbringer and he just puts it into the stone and he just leaves it there. And he's like, that for this bridge crew. And going back to when Cal goes, I just have to read it because it's just so.
Well,
it gives me chills.
I had to go back to this quote because this quote is what gave me chills.
Okay.
And I made sure
I'm
to write
curious
this.
if it's the same one I have right here.
So this was the one between Dalinar and one of his sons, and he says, "What is a man's life worth? A life is priceless. Coincidentally, that is the exact value of a shard blade. So that trade was even." And like I'm
So baller.
oh my gosh, I freaking
So awesome.
I honestly I love Bridge 4. Like Bridge 4 is so cool. I freaking love Kaladin. But what a guy. Like Dalinar is someone I want to be. Like someone I want to strive to be because I don't think I can think of anybody more like true to his word and a true good leader than Dalinar for doing that.
You're gonna love Oathbringer, my friend.
I've been hearing a lot of things about that, and I'm excited. And what is that? That's book 3? Okay.
That's Dalinar's book.
Which, I mean, that wasn't even it. There's so many things that you can quote in this book, and that wasn't even the one I was thinking of.
What was the one?
It was, so it's, the whole time Bridge 4 had been talking about escaping and getting out of this bridge crew because
Like thinking they would have to fight their way out.
They're so done and they have an out. They're like, "Hey, we are free. We can go. We can leave." And Cal sees in the distance, he sees Sadeas betraying Dalinar, and this gets me every time I tear up every time I am listening to it or I'm reading it because it's just so freaking good. He says he's looking out and he goes, "We have to go back," Kaladin said softly. "Storm it, we have to go back." He turned to the members of Bridge 4. One by one, they nodded. Men who had been the dregs of the army just months before. Men who had once cared for nothing but their own skins, took deep breaths, tossed away thoughts for their own safety, and nodded. They would follow him. Kaladin looked up, sucked in a deep breath. Stormlight rushed into him like a wave, as if he'd put his lips up to a high storm and drawn it into himself. "Bridge up," he commanded. It's like, holy crap. Like, that is a scene that is just like unmatched in my head. And that is like, it encapsulates everything that I love about Stormlight. Is like, you have people like Bridge 4 where every single one of them you've gotten to know. You know Teft, you know Moash, you know Lopen, you know Rock, you know all these guys. You know how badly they want to get out and their reasons for why they want to get out.
You also know how much they hate Light Eyes.
Yeah. And the fact that Cal sees them and he goes, "We have to go back." And all of them are already there. They're already gearing up. Yeah. They're already there. All of them are there. And they just nod. They're like, "Let's do it. We're going in."
So cool.
It's like that is what it's all about.
It's because Kaladin is such a good fetching guy, and he's like picked them up and like gave them a purpose. Because before it's like, it was just a suicide squad. We're not going to live this run. We're going to die, and then if you survived, you're going to die the next day, and that's all their mind was. But now it's like they had an objective, they had something to do it for, and Kaladin gave it to them. And that I forgot to bring up other things about how awesome it was and how smart it was that they were like they learned about. Is his name Shen? I think is his name.
That's what they're calling him right now.
That's working with them. How he got like super pissed off that they were like messing around with the Parshendi body.
Right, I forgot about that.
And they end up like desecrating some Parshendi bodies and like getting their bones and like making armor and a shield out of it to piss off
Carapace.
the
so
Carapace.
On the Parshendi, there's like this natural armor. On these Parshendi that they're scavenging from, they're taking that off to use as armor. Yeah,
and like it pisses them off, and so they start targeting Kaladin, who's using like Stormlight to like avoid them. And apparently he's like, "I've always been doing this. That's why the arrows were never hitting me. Like they've just been going around me." And I thought that was such a cool reveal that it's like it's been there all along, and that was really cool.
And when Dalinar he like thinks that all hope is lost.
Yep.
And he's like, "I'm dead," and he just sees one little bridge crew running towards him, and he's like, "What the hell?" And he's like, and he's like, he's looking at Cal, and he's like, "This guy is like leading these guys, and bullet or arrows are flying off of him.
Like he's fetching insane."
Yeah, it's just so good, dude. And that moment when Dalinar plunges Oathbringer, that's like you have two
powerful
moments like back to back where I'm just like, holy crap, this is good.
And this is only book 1.
And you have led up to like, you know how important shard blades are. You've had 2 moments now where Cal has like encountered a shard blade and gives it up because he's like, nope, I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with it. And it's like now Dalinar, it's like Oathbringer is like the shard blade right now. And he just takes it and all hope is lost, gives it to Sadeas. And you're like, that is insane.
How poetic is it that Kaladin basically threw his life away over a shard blade? Like, he didn't take it, and his life became a hell for the entire book.
Then he
and
gets
then
it back.
he gets his life back because of a shard blade.
Yeah.
How awesome is that?
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So that was an awesome chapter.
Does he maybe plug your ears real quick? When does you're not listening?
maybe don't
Moash,
talk normal?
when does he get one? You didn't hear that, did you?
No.
Okay, you're good.
Okay.
Did it already happen? When does that happen?
I don't remember.
Did Kaladin, did he take out another shard bearer?
I don't believe so.
Okay. I don't know when this happens, so.
I don't believe so. I do know the next chapter that followed that had the weird name was actually from the Parshendi point of view. It was
that was an interlude, wasn't it? Eshonai?
Yeah. No, that was an actual chapter.
Oh, okay.
Or at least it was on Audible. But it was the Parshendi point of view where Eshonai is a shard bearer for the Parshendi. Because I remember that the Parshendi do have shards. And Sadeas is the one who gets his shard plate, I believe. Because he didn't have shard plate before. And he gets shard plate from a Parshendi that he killed. I think that's what happened.
Okay.
But this is the Battle of the Tower is what I'll call it. And so she is like surveying the battlefield and is like, oh, this carnage, it's terrible. Like the fighting, because I've always like thought about that. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to think that the Parshendi don't want to kill the Alethi. And I think that there was, think of like any freaking modern military shooter campaign between the US and Russia, and there's always some like evil Russian terrorist cell that starts it. I think there's like an evil Parshendi terrorist shell that veered off and killed Gavilar, and that's what started everything, and the Parshendi are just defending themselves.
Dave is always asking the right questions.
There was the reveal that the Parshendi can change their physical bodies to suit their needs.
Because they're like genderless almost. Right?
Until they're in one of the forms.
Like the mating form. Yeah.
That's freaking dope.
Yeah.
Is there a book about the Parshendi, or is this just like a plot device for the Stormlight stuff?
No. Yeah, you'll learn, like, book 4 is essentially like the Parshendi book.
The Parshendi. Because I'm very interested in them. Like,
yeah.
I'm very
you'll probably
interested
like
in...
Rhythm of War. That's like my least favorite, but you'll probably like it a lot.
Okay. Yeah, and so it was basically from the perspective of that, and there was like a mutual respect thing that Eshonai was like viewing Dalinar fighting, and was like, oh, that's a good warrior right there.
Yeah,
that's a good guy. Like I respect that. Like I said, sorry guys, I like had to rush through this part because I was like, the part that really stuck out to me was just the fact that Dalinar gave up Oathbringer, for Kaladin. Like that's it. When I finished this like a week ago, and I like remember today that I'm going to be talking about it. That's all I could remember because that's the part that stuck out to me the most.
Yep. It's awesome.
Chapter 69. That was the last chapter.
Nice.
Nice. It was titled Justice. Dalinar did meet with King Elhokar, confessed his like visions or his like madness. But reveals Sadeas' betrayal. Elhokar has been kind of like antsy about Dalinar. Like, is Dalinar trying to kill me? Because Elhokar's dad was essentially assassinated, so I don't blame him for having this like trauma response to thinking he's going to be assassinated. There was like a part where Dalinar like beats him.
Okay, I was wondering. If this happened yet.
Yeah.
So you know who sabotaged his saddle?
I don't remember that.
I swear that
revealed there. But when Dalinar just like...
Dalinar's
he
like, I
beats
could have
him,
killed you if I
He
wanted
beats him,
to.
and then he's like, I could have done that right
Yeah.
now. I could have killed you.
Yeah, he's
So
like,
you ain't to me.
Yeah, he's like, I would have killed you
Is
a
that the
long
same
time ago.
time that he tells him, oh, by the way?
He says Sadeas betrayed him. I'll have to go back to and
I'm gonna be,
You would-
I'm
you
gonna
would-
be completely honest. I don't remember who it was.
No, he like tells him, he's like, you don't remember who sabotaged the saddle?
Mm-mm.
I mean, you don't have a whole lot left in this
No,
book.
I have part
I
5.
don't remember this taking place in part 5. Like, it had to have been in that. It's in the last chapter, right, that you just read?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I read it like a week ago. This is
Well, who was it?
because he, like, beats the snot out of him, right?
yeah.
And then he's like, by the way, I'm courting your mother.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So
That's something I forgot to talk about. He's like essentially hooking up with well, not hooking up, respectfully courting.
he's like,
like,
get
courting
used to it.
he goes. By the way, you're gonna be calling me daddy.
No, but I'm pretty sure you just missed it because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's in that part that you find out Elhokar sabotaged himself. He cut his
Really?
saddle loose.
Okay.
He was the one that did it because he was like, nobody is actually doing this, but he is that paranoid that he's like, I'm going to do it myself because the cut was too clean. Like, it had to have been him that cut it.
That would make sense.
So it was
Was it revealed that he was the one that sabotaged his shard plate?
that I don't remember.
I'm gonna have to go back and revisit it because
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank. I do remember.
That might have been, and I could be wrong here. That might have been just a play by Sadeas to get Dalinar on the battlefield with him. I don't know if that's true. But
That's a big brain move.
That kind of makes sense
Yeah, maybe.
because I don't remember that ever coming back into play.
Dalinar is also now the High Prince of War.
Badass.
Drop my $300 knife.
Yeah.
There's so much about this book that I love.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go back through that last chapter just to make sure I got everything. But I'm gonna be starting part 5 tomorrow. I'm gonna finish off the book. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Like honestly, I haven't even finished the book, and I feel like I already want to give it a freaking 10, dude.
Yeah. I mean, the rest is essentially just one long epilogue.
Like going from freaking Diary of a Wimpy Kid to this.
Yep. No, it's good
No,
stuff, dude.
I'm liking the book. Like I said, I'm sorry that was so like jumbled and all over the place. I was just so into it, and I was like, shit, I need to take notes, man.
Yeah.
But no, dude, like that freaking awesome book. This is like I'm invested. You know, you guys will make fun of me a little bit, but it's like I've subbed to B Sandy on YouTube, and I've been like, you know, I listened to the State of Sanderson, and
Oh, yeah?
I'm like totally like invested in all that stuff now. I think it's really cool that he
State of
invested-
Sanderson just barely came out.
I know.
The 2025.
Yeah.
Is Ghostbloods coming out this year?
No. I think it's going to be another year or two.
Mistborn Era 3 is though.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's also
Ghostbloods is Mistborn Era 3. Like, the whole trilogy is going to be Ghostbloods.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, what book's coming out this year then? Not this year, but 2026.
There's a secret project
Oh,
that's
I don't
coming
care.
out.
There's a collection of stories about Hoyt.
Oh, right. The Hoyt storybook collection. That'll be cool.
That will be cool, actually. I will
think
read
the
that.
Rock novella comes out.
Oh, I'll read that too.
Oh yeah, that was another thing I forgot to talk about. Kaladin was like trying to leave the camp, and like he just walked out, and he runs into Hoyt.
Yeah, that's a good
in
scene.
the flute story stuff. Sorry,
What-
I forgot.
Yeah.
What's the story on that one? Because
And there's like a ship and a crew, and they're like escaping towards something, but they end up having to like turn back, but they can't turn. Something crazy like that, and he gives him a flute, and he like runs away.
You've met Sigzil, though.
I believe so.
Sigzil is one of the Bridge 4 members.
Is Hoyt's
apprentice.
apprentice, yes.
So Sigzil's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Sigzil is, he has the
He's
same
the one. He's the world singer.
world. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Or
think
world
that's
hopper or something like that.
Yeah.
But that flute is his.
Oh, okay.
Sigzil, he's like telling him, hey, give this to Sig. Pretty much.
Nice.
So, but Sigzil's cool. There's a whole book on Sigzil.
Really?
it's actually
Yeah.
pretty good.
It's the Sunlit Man.
He's an important character.
Very important, yeah.
He's got his own book.
Yeah. He has his own freaking in what is it? What's the last book? Wind and Truth? Wind and Truth, like I'd say like a quarter of that book is his.
Can I just say, I know we're done talking about part 4, but it's like how blessed I am as like a new fan to this franchise that the stuff is already out. I don't have to wait.
You are a very lucky individual.
Like this is awesome. Like I get to jump straight to book 2. Like
There are things though I don't think you should. I think you should read Warbreaker next.
okay,
That's what I recommend.
Is that another B. Sandy project?
It is. Okay. And I think it's kind of important for Way of Kings.
You know what? I honestly, I'm at your guys as well, man. You guys point me in the direction. If you guys think that I need to like hop around and like read certain books to appreciate other things or to like to get the full context of this, I'll do it. I'm here for it.
You'd end up having to read Mistborn then.
Mistborn is great though.
It is.
Is it?
It's a lot slower than The Way of Kings, though.
I don't think so.
No, it is. It took
It's
me
shorter.
3 different times to read it.
It's shorter.
It is
though.
shorter, but it is slower. It is a crawl.
I don't think the
beginning.
first book is at all.
I disagree completely, and this is okay, but I completely disagree. Mistborn is far more boring than The Way of Kings by a lot.
Wow.
It's not until the end that like it
I could
really
not
picks
disagree
up.
more with him.
Cool. I completely disagree with you. I think the Mistborn you are going to struggle to get through, but once you get to a certain point in Mistborn, you're going to be like exactly how you are in Way of Kings, where you just can't put it down.
Brother, you are inviting a lot of angry
I really
comments.
don't think I am. I think there are quite a few people that agree. with me.
So what I'm hearing is that I need to temper my expectations.
No, because
No?
I really do think Mistborn has a lot of really high highs.
Well,
After the first part.
I think part 1 has a lot of great moments.
I have no idea where I'm going now after this book. I still have part 5 to finish. So next week, guys, keep out. I'm going to finish up the book, and I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts, and we'll figure out where the heck I'm going to go from there. It's going to be great. I'm a reader now. Thank you for tuning in for the 6th episode of the Amiibros Pod. Once again, we appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace.